Run, river, run, run through the hills. Run, river, run to the sea. Run, river, run to your place beneath the sun. Run, river, run over me.
Hi, this is Jan Lewis. Welcome to be my guest today. We have quite a treat for you. We have Weichu with us, and he is the principal of the Massachusetts Beijing Chinese Language School. Welcome.
Thank you, Jan.
He has quite a lot going on here, and we're gonna start with that. Weichu, when did you become the principal of the school?
I became the principal since at 2003.
How did you get into that, interested in it?
Oh, because at that time we have a group of Chinese people. They're all people who come from China, Chinese scholars here. They have their kids here as well attending public schools. But at that time there was no Chinese programs in public schools. And there's a need, for the kids to learn Chinese.
Yeah.
So they volunteered and then formed a group and formed the Chinese language school. So since 1995. So they have a group and they changed locations, but finally when I became the principal, they were at UMass Medical School because most of the scholars were working at UMass or related to UMass Medical School.
Right.
So UMass Medical School was generous enough to provide a few rooms as for like an employee's benefit. So for the kids, to learn Chinese. So it started from there.
Now, they recently, not too long ago, I love UMass. That's where most of my medical doctors are. And they recently renamed the medical school the UMass Chan.
Yes.
Do you know Mr. Chan, the Chan's family?
No, not personally, but I know he is a very successful businessman.
Yeah.
So he has been donating monies to support
very
the
generous
medical research. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So actually, the Chinese language school kind of evolved over at the UMass Medical School for the med students. Is that correct? For the staff there?
Yeah, it was originally most of the parents the parents were working at UMass Medical School, or they worked there and then find other opportunities.
There were doctors there, and they had their children, and they have them go there.
Or scientists, or lab technicians.
Sure.
So they then people in Worcester area, so they together, so they joined the school. But then since COVID, we moved online, and now UMass security system changed. So because we collaborate with St. John's, so St. John's High School is generously providing us the classrooms. Now we are in Shrewsbury at St. John's High School.
St. John's, right in Shrewsbury.
Yes.
My dentist sent his children to St. John's.
Oh yeah, very very good school.
Yeah, they have a high reputation.
My younger son went there.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he like it?
Oh yeah, he liked it.
Is it an all-boys school?
Yes, an all-boys school. So when my son was there, they have high school only, but now they expanded, so they have middle school as well.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get this straight. Chinese language school, is it to have the students learn just Chinese, or for them to learn English?
Chinese.
All right.
So, but we also provide art class like drawing and math, just because we are once a week, Sunday only class, and then when the parents drop the kids here, they would like to go do some shopping, and so if it's only Chinese, there's only 1 hour or 1.5 hours. It's too short.
Yeah.
So, but if we add another class, supplemental class, like art class, like math class, so the parent will be happy to have the kids join this class as well. So then they have 3 hours in between, so for them to do whatever they want.
Oh, that's it. Having been a parent myself, there's nothing like an escape plan, let me tell you. It's great when they, when a child even begins, what is it now? Not kindergarten, but before that, preschool. Even those 3 hours in the morning, Oh, yeah. It's amazing what you can do in those 3 hours. It's great.
Yeah.
So, is there a limit to how many of the students can go to this?
Right now we are unenrolled, so since COVID, so we usually limit each class to 15 students. Because right now we are not reaching that yet for each class.
It sounds really great. Now, can non-Chinese students go?
Yes, they can. We are open to everybody. Everybody.
I love
But
that, yeah.
children only. We are not. We don't have adult Chinese language class.
What age is children?
So right now in class we only have two Chinese classes. So which is for kindergarten year and first grade. So it's 5 to 7 year old kids. They are in the two classes. And upper level classes, because they were in the classroom before, but then since COVID, they were moved online. So now, even after COVID, so we keep those students online because they are used to that, and also we are limited to the availability of classrooms.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would imagine, just from what I know, what I've seen of the beautiful, the dialect of the writing of Chinese, it must be, if you're not Chinese, it must be extremely hard to learn it, is it?
Yes, it is, because it's like a totally different from English or Spanish. Chinese characters, has a long history and originated from based on the image of whatever you can see, so to describe that, and from there it evolved into nowadays the character. So
Weichu brought some beautiful books with him, and I'm going to show you. He's going to tell you what they are. I don't know how to describe it, but he's going to tell you. All right, Chinese Spring Festival, Journey Home and Celebrations. What is this one?
Okay, so this is to give you some idea about the biggest festival in Chinese culture, which is Chinese Spring Festival, or say Chinese New Year. So this is talk about how the people celebrate it, and different culture, different ethnic groups in China, how they celebrate it, so you can have the idea.
Does this include the Year of the Dragon, which we're in right now?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk about that for a little while too, because you were the organizer of that one. Organizer, right word?
Yes.
Of the Year of the Dragon up in Shrewsbury. We're going to talk about that. That's one reason I read about him. Okay, so you've got this one, Spring Festival. This is great. Okay, when does that take place usually?
You mean the Spring Festival? This is a book about Spring Festival.
Yeah, when does that usually take place?
Usually it's the lunar calendar, the first day of the year. Based on lunar calendar. So it's usually in late January to middle of February.
Like February 10th when you had the...
Yes, February 10th was the New Year for this immediate past, the Dragon Year.
What beautiful book. Who designs these?
It's brought from China, so.
Oh my God, the colors. Oh, cool. The Chinese red is beautiful.
Yeah, Chinese.
All right, here's another one. Common knowledge about Chinese culture.
So this is Chinese, a bilingual book in Chinese and English, so you can read it about Chinese culture. Yeah.
This is my kind of book because it's so thoughtful in both languages.
Yeah.
And the drawings.
Yeah.
What a beautiful book.
Mm-hmm.
I've always loved Chinese red. I love the color red anyway. My mother loved red. My aunt used to say, "You still love red?" Mom went, "Yeah."
Red and yellow, that's the New Year color.
Love it. Now this you said is a notebook.
Yeah, this is a notebook. So it's
that you
for
can
Chinese.
just write as a journal.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where do you get these things? Where do you buy them?
So these are from Chinese Consulate General in New York.
In New York.
So for cultural exchanges. Yeah.
Okay. So if anybody watching wants them, how would they get them? Through you?
These are not for sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
we have other cultural materials.
Okay.
Yeah. If people want to know, if they say I want to go to China, they can.
Okay.
Chat with someone or learn something, I can help. Yeah.
Common knowledge about Chinese history. The Overseas Chinese Affairs Office of the State Council Chinese Overseas Exchange Changes Association.
Yeah. So this is for history. Yeah.
This is history.
Uh-huh.
And this color is beautiful too.
Uh-huh.
What is that? Mustard color?
Yeah, you can see that. Yeah.
Somebody.
And another cover is must see place,
Yeah.
like a terracotta, like
Is that Buddha?
not Buddha, it's terracotta, like the first emperor of China, when in the
Yeah.
tomb there's some soldiers. It's called terracotta.
That's it.
Yeah.
What a beautiful job. You have some fine artistic work on these. And look at this one in green. I have never seen green on Chinese. Common knowledge about Chinese geography, of course green.
Yeah.
The Overseas Chinese Affairs Office of the State Council China Overseas Exchanges Association. This is about your geography over there.
Yeah, you can see besides the geography knowledge, and also where like you want to go, you are interested, you want to go.
So if somebody wants to go over and visit,
Yeah.
and
you
they're
can-
interested in taking some hikes,
Yeah.
does this talk about trails and mountains?
I don't think it's in. Talk about mountains, but I don't think about trails that detail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because China is big, so
Yeah.
so yeah. So it's about the geography knowledge, just
Yeah.
like people, culture.
Yeah.
It has people, culture, and
My parents
others.
visited China. They were, well, Dad
When
was a
was
little
that?
bit more world travel, but he took Mom along with him, and they actually have pictures of them walking along the wall of China.
uh-huh,
I don't know how she kept up with them,
uh-huh.
but they did. Are there certain areas where people are not welcome in China at all, or no?
Chinese people are very nice,
Yeah.
and they welcome everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
How can people get a hold of you, Weichu, if they would like to have more knowledge about how to visit China or whatever like these?
So I will leave these books to you.
Oh, thank you.
So if people are interested, they can come to you, or they can reach out to me. They have my email, massbcls@massbcls.org, or go to the website www.massbcls.org. So they can reach out to me, and I can help
Oh.
if they need more, if they have interest.
This is wonderful. When I'm through going through them, I will donate them to the brand new Upton Center. They have a huge new library.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I will have them, and they can exhibit them. People will be able to borrow them.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. Very generous donation. Thank you. I'm going to have them in my own private library, and I am going to go through them and cherish them, and then I will be donating them.
Uh-huh.
Now, we have a lot more to learn about this gentleman. And I'm not letting him go.
Besides,
Oh, yes, he has a calendar.
yeah, and during the New Year time, it's common for Chinese
Yeah.
families. They have the calendar hang up. I know it's March already.
Oh.
But like this is a calendar, so I will leave it to you. So
Oh.
it's about
Is that the dragon going to be a dragon?
culture. No,
Oh.
I don't think this one has
It's a
cultural.
temple.
A culture China. This is the.
Can you see it,
temple
Paul?
in
Can you
Beijing.
scoop right in on that?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So this is
Oh, my.
temple in Beijing.
In Beijing, can you see it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Who designs this?
I think the
Cultural,
yeah, I think. Yeah.
And this goes from what? From January? Or
Yeah, from January to December.
And they have probably a different picture.
Yes, inside they have different pictures. Yeah.
Oh,
So, like
wow.
the
Celebration? Oh, of course. February.
Yeah, February, and you have March.
Look at the mountains.
Yeah. and
Well, they know how to make big
yeah.
calendars, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
They make ours look puny.
Yeah.
Oh, how
It's
beautiful.
another competition.
You guys
Yeah.
know how to do it
Yeah.
right. Let me
Yeah.
tell you. Oh my gosh. And that's what that means right under it.
This is the Consulate General in New York.
Yeah.
They printed this.
They did it.
Yeah, but they have somebody like designed it.
What a beautiful
Yeah.
calendar.
Yeah, so I leave this to you.
Oh
as
my
well.
God, thank you.
The cultural exchange, right? So you have to have the.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
I'll leave it here.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, well, all right, now we're going to have some fun too. Now, some more. Alrighty. Now, I bet you didn't know, and I didn't know until I read about it, that Weichu is also the Associate Professor of Chemistry and Coordinator for the, you correct me if I'm wrong, for the undergraduate biotechnology program at Worcester State College. When did you get into that? When did you start?
So I started at Worcester State University. I started working full-time there in 2016. So when I transferred from industry to academia. So I was in industry for 20 years, over 20 years.
Yeah.
And then I feel like there's a need for me to transfer to academia.
Yeah.
So I started in 2016.
How did you end up at Worcester State?
Oh, because I used to work in a company in Worcester.
Yeah.
So so since 2008, I was the evening adjunct professor at Worcester State, teaching the labs, and then they have a need for teaching a couple of day courses. I start picking up day courses, and so start 2008 from 2008 to 2016, and then I feel like it's time for me to make a move.
Yeah.
When I like teaching, I like students, I like my colleagues, and so I feel like they are very nice, and I'm happy to work with them.
I could picture you also at WPI or at Clark. I could picture you teaching at those two also.
Worcester State, the kids are very nice. They are very hardworking. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. State. I remember when these state colleges used to be called colleges, Worcester State colleges, but now it's universities.
I think since 2007.
Yeah, when I went to a
believe.
state college, it was college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since 2007, all state colleges converted to state universities.
Are you born here in this country, or did you come here?
No, I was not born here. I was born in China.
Yeah.
So I was educated to get there, and I got my PhD degree in organic chemistry.
In China?
In China. At that time, not many people can get a PhD degree.
Yeah.
Because college enrollment rate was very low at that time.
Yeah.
And then even low for people who can go to graduate school. And at my time, when you are enrolled in a college, you are guaranteed a job when you graduate.
Oh wow! We wish we had that here.
At my time, so so that's why the number of enrollment is strictly controlled. At that time, we called 5% of high school graduates can go to college.
Oh.
But the number increased so much now.
But it's
Rate
not controlled
increased.
now, right?
It's not. You're not guaranteed a job. College education is like basic education now.
Really?
Yeah. So, but I was educated there. I got PhD there, and then I came to United States to do postdoc training.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then from there, I back and forth, and then I started my career in industry, and then.
That's a huge culture shift, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! What was it hard to adjust to America?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. At the beginning, it was very hard. Language barrier, and stomach barrier. The food.
Oh yeah. So you do like McDonald's, huh?
So and you have to. But it's all doable now. So I'm here. So.
Yeah, we Americans love your food.
I see a few Chinese restaurants on the way here.
We've got one right here in Upton.
Yeah.
Family run and owned. Give them a little plug. And Jade Garden. It's right down the street. Very popular. Oh my God. I mean, I could eat it almost every day. My husband will tell you. Absolutely love it.
Almost every corner on the earth, there's a Chinese restaurant.
It is so good. And the thing is, I watched their children grow up. Their two sons would do their homework in the restaurant, and now grown up, they help. But it was beautiful watching the whole thing. And I think Dad is the cook out back, but they do it perfectly.
See, that's how they supported the family.
Yeah.
And I think they may be even supporting the extended family in China as well.
You think so?
Yeah, because they are working very hard. It's like restaurant business. So I think the only days they take break, it was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And now a lot of restaurants, they don't even close on Thanksgiving.
No.
So they are like working 365 days a year.
I think when we used to visit my parents Christmas night or New Year's, we'd be driving back from Foxborough. We were hungry.
Yeah.
And we could count in Milford on the Chinese Mandarin would be open.
Uh-huh.
So we could stop there. It was great.
Uh-huh.
It was really great. One of my bridesmaids when I was married, she was a love. She was Chinese, and she was, of all my bridesmaids, she was the most caring. She was like a mother to me. She would, like a mother hen.
Uh-huh.
She'd make sure everything was perfect. Everything. I mean, I could do everything. Anything I did was fine with her. I mean, she was wonderful. Now, all right. So, now another big thing. He was the organizer. Are you still the organizer of the Chinese New Year?
For the upcoming, I think so, because our 30 years celebration of Chinese language school is coming up as well, because we were founded in 1995.
Yeah.
So 30 years anniversary is coming up as well, so we are planning for that.
Well, will that be celebrated?
Usually we combine with the Chinese New Year celebration.
Yeah.
But like in 20 years celebration, we made a commitment to. At that time, Shrewsbury Public Library was renovating, or it's called rebuilding.
Yeah.
And so we made a commitment, and we, a small organization, we are not a big organization, so we committed and donated $25,000 to the librry, Shrewsbury Public Library.
Oh, that's great.
And so we support we are with the community whenever there's a need, when we can, we will do what we can.
Shrewsbury is quite a multicultural.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, diversified, inclusive, yes.
It is really true. Now, when is this? Is it going to happen in 2025?
Yes, 2025. We are in the planning, but slow planning right now.
Yeah.
But once it gets closer, like coming to the next half of the year, so we'll be more fast-paced.
It'll be so the Beijing school combined with the Chinese New Year.
Chinese New Year, so 30 years anniversary, and then the Chinese New Year celebration.
That'll be the year of the snake, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so right now we're in the year of the dragon. My year just went by. I'm a rabbit. So I love Chinese astrology.
Uh-huh.
I find it fascinating.
Yes.
I know when I was 13, I think I was in summer camp, 12 or 13. Somebody drew me into American astrology. You know, you're a Leo, you're a Virgo, whatever. I don't know when I learned, I don't know when I learned about Weichu, Chinese astrology, but somewhere along the line I did, and I was fascinated by it. It is interesting. It really, why is it based on those animals?
There was fairy tales about that. So there was animals line up to have the competition, see who can reach the final line first, and then end up. So you can read the stories. You can read the stories, and then the mice, or you call the rat, was
the rat.
cheated a little bit, standing on the top of the ox, or you say buffalo or cow, whatever you say. So and by the end line, the rat jumped off and made it the first one to finish it, and then the cow is the second one, and then there was a beautiful story. Yeah, so that there was a race, and then rat comes next is cow, and then tiger, and then
the rabbit.
And then dragon, and then snake, and then horse, and then sheep, and then
the rat,
the monkey, and then chicken or rooster, and then and the final one is pig.
The piggy.
Before pig it was. It's
By the way, we're talking about Chinese astrology.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Is the rabbit okay? Is this true? I hope so, because I'm a bunny. Is the rabbit the sign of longevity? Hopefully.
It's like the Western what do you call that?
The hare.
Yeah. So the rabbit, all the animals. There's if you go to the Chinese restaurant, sometimes there's a zodiac
I love
paper.
those, yeah.
If you read it, most of these are good words.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they want because it's a blessing. It's like make people happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Mm-hmm.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah,
We were just a few minutes left.
Yeah,
so we have been talking with Weichu Shu and so many things. He is the principal of the Massachusetts Beijing Chinese Language School. Weichu, again, how can they reach you?
Oh, they can reach me by email, massbcos@massbcos.org, or they can visit the website www.massbcos.org. And
everybody's welcome, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to be Chinese to attend.
No.
You have to be a kid.
You have to be kid. Yeah.
Between what ages again?
Right now we have 5 to 7 in person, and the rest is online. Okay. And so overall, our group is 5 to 15 years old.
Yep.
So before high school.
Okay.
Usually,
before high school.
Yeah,
and you meet at St. John's, basically.
Right now, in person, we meet at St. John's. It's kindergarten first, and then we'll add a new kindergarten class in the fall, and then the current kindergarten first grade will move up to first and second.
Do they still meet over at UMass?
No, not anymore. So we are at St. John's. Yeah.
I think that Mr. Chan, thank you, such generosity for the medical school.
Mm-hmm.
That if they make any more buildings over there, there's not going to be room for anybody. Where are they going to put another building?
I don't know. I mean, they have a new building that will open in June, I believe. It's right between the 2 new research buildings.
On that campus?
Yes. So they have a call for neuropsychiatric education and research, and it will open in June, I believe so.
They got the VA building there now too.
Yes.
Well, we're going to have to close. We could go on all day.
It's their plan.
We could talk all day.
Yeah.
We're going to have you back again for sure. There's probably a lot more. We could talk more about your, my gosh, your being professor of chemistry, biotechnology. There's so much more we could talk about. But all right, thank you for being with us. Thank you, Jimmy. You're generous with the books and the beautiful calendar. They will definitely, after I'm through, I will donate your books to the library for sure. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me here.
You're welcome. And we'll see you next time on Be My Guest.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Riding on a shooting star, heading out toward a dream. Tomorrow's even closer than it seems.